Okay. Thanks everybody again for being here on Thursday night. We know that there's other things that you could be doing, but instead you're here, and I'm trying to give you some of the experience that I have and been successful with Troptions. And we're doing a 7 week. This is the next to last week of the seven different steps that I have used that have made it successful for me. Number one is, do you have a strategy? Number two is get involved. Number three was educate yourself. Number four was, do you know how to explain it? Number five was how to use Troptions to buy something. This week, we're talking about the ecosystem. And then next week will be the last week, which is don't let anyone tell you no. So, you know what they always say, build it and they will come. And that's kind of what we were doing with the Troptions ecosystem. And tonight, I really want to kind of go over it. It's not going to be a long one, but I kind of want to go over why the ecosystem that we're doing is important. And, you know, in the very beginning, when I got involved on one of our conference calls, Garland said, why buy a car when you can buy a dealership? And really, that's the same thing why we started to do this ecosystem is why wait for other people to accept us when we can accept ourselves and start the ball rolling ourselves. So the ecosystem was set up to be a peer-to-peer um, exchange between peer-to-peer for goods and services with the value that a business has. Now, there's a lot of business holders that have Troptions, and we wanted people to that had businesses to start accepting Troptions. And this is really what Troptions was all about from the beginning, is a system. Now, I put a video up on Friends of Troptions tonight of Garland talking about exactly pretty much what we're talking about tonight. So the ecosystem was set up for people to use their xtroptions.gold, troptions.gold, or xtroptions to use them in the ecosystem. The ecosystem is set up as independent operators. They have nothing to do with the Troption at the time organization. Now Troptions is decentralized. So it is a separate thing of Troption holders that have businesses accepting Troptions. The ecosystem is something that works very simple. Troptions or business people that have Troptions, or even businesses. I have some businesses that are accepting Troptions and the owners aren't even Troption holders, but what they plan on doing is that's how they plan on becoming Troption holders, by taking the Troptions as their in their business. We originally set it up for 20 to 100%. That's what I recommend for a business to get involved in Troptions, is to take either 20 to 100%. Now, right now, nobody's going to take 100% of Troptions as a business. Some might. I had a car dealership that did a couple cars. They did it at 100%. But most people, as crypto's starting to go, they're starting to get their feet wet and they want to figure out how they get involved in cryptocurrency, whether it's Troptions and Bitcoin, because most of the people, I always tell them, once you take Troptions, also take Bitcoin. There's no problem with that. And you can do that with your uh, wallet that we have already set up. People can send Bitcoin to you also. So the ecosystem was set up for people to take anywhere between 20 and 100% of the retail value for their goods and services. The Troption ecosystem works the same with as barter dollars or fiat dollars. So if you're in a barter system, the same way that it would work with a barter system, accepting Troptions at your business or regular fiat as your business, that's the same way it would work, or it does work, with the ecosystem and businesses that are involved in it. If your business has a service, or you're offering something for your business that you're trying to sell, and this is really important, that merchants can really decide how much cash they want to take and how much Troptions they want to take. So don't let the 20 to 100%, if you're a business person out there, say, oh, I don't know, I can't do that. If you can only and you want to start with 5%, 10%, 15%, feel comfortable in what you're doing and watch your wallet grow while you sleep at night. We all have, I think Jim was on earlier saying that he likes the way his Troptions wallet looks because the value is continuing to go up. So as a business person, it makes a great advantage not only to have a wallet, but again, earlier in some of the calls that we talked about, some of the Zoom meetings we had, we talked about how you can use Troptions on your balance sheet, just like uh, Musk did when he bought $1.5 billion in Bitcoin. He put it directly on his balance sheet. And I think they said it was either the year before. I think his company made $700 million, and when he bought that Bitcoin within 4 weeks or a week, he made $700 million on the Bitcoin. So that just shows that you can make money while you sleep with cryptocurrency. So as a business person, it's a great way for you to increase your value, both of your Troptions and create Troptions. And it's a way for you to be able to use that on your balance sheet to create your net worth for your business. The ecosystem is set up to help people create new customers. One of the things that I've had when I talk to somebody, I had lunch with a guy today that has a gym, and we were talking about the Troptions ecosystem. And I was telling him, and this can apply to all businesses, pretty much all businesses are pretty much the same, like the gym. What's different in his gym that all the other gyms don't have? The barbells are the same. They may be made by somebody else. He's got the mats, he's got the dumbbell, he's got all of the gym stuff. But really, what separates him from everybody else? And I asked him, and he said, well, we have better trainers and we have this. Well, that's something that every gym's going to say. But the real thing that separates them, as I said, the thing that's going to separate you from everybody else is none of the other gyms accept cryptocurrency. And he says, yeah, I don't know of any gym that accepts cryptocurrency. I said, that's the lock right there. Now, just because you say that you accept cryptocurrency, you accept Troptions and Bitcoin, doesn't mean they're going to knock down your doors with all people that, a ton of people are going to come in and you're going to be infiltrated with a bunch of people wanting to give you cryptocurrency for your goods and services. Doesn't mean that. What it does is it gives you an advantage. I always say innovate, don't imitate. So get something like taking cryptocurrency sets you apart from all the other businesses that aren't taking it out there. I had another example of somebody that we put into the ecosystem, and I was telling him that it was a car dealership that we were talking to. And I was talking to him saying, listen, all the car dealers on this road are all the same. I mean, you're all pretty much going to the same uh, auction to get your cars. The lots are all pretty much the same. Cars a little different. You all pretty much they have the same financing. But again, what separates you from everybody else on this street? And there really, when I listened to what he said, there really wasn't anything. Again, it was, I got better salespeople. I do this a little better. I do that. But I don't know that if I'm driving down the road looking for a car dealership. I don't know all of that stuff about your car dealership. But if you put up that you accept Bitcoin or Troptions or cryptocurrency, that immediately separates you from everybody else. And I think one thing that people really have to understand that there are a lot of people out there, especially the young people, millennials, that have cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin, whether it's Litecoin, whether it's Ethereum, whether it's Tron, whatever cryptocurrency it is, there's people out there that have that. And if you can persuade them to stop because they are interested in what kind of cryptocurrency that you may take that they may have and get them into your showroom, that's an added advantage. Then it becomes up to you to do the selling. So the why it matters for businesses to accept cryptocurrency and accept Troptions especially is because you got more places. The other reason is not only does it set you apart, but it also gives people more places to use their Troptions. If you're a Troption holder, we talked about this, the more places that people can use their Troptions, the more valuable they become for not only all of us, but for you as a Troption holder in your business. One, is going to increase the value, they're going to increase in value. Two, it's going to bring in new business for you. But three, it's easier for you to sell Troptions to other people if you want to sell them. Now, people are always saying, how do I sell my Troptions? How do I sell my Troptions? Well, if you're a business owner, you could be a broker of Troptions. You can not only take it in, and as the price goes up, you could also sell it if that's what you want to do. Somebody asked me today, well, where do I go to buy Troptions? And I said, well, one of the unique things about Troptions is you got to go to somebody that has Troptions. And that's really cool. It's not an exchange because an exchange would eliminate everybody out there that wants to sell Troptions. Why would somebody go to you to buy Troptions when they can go to an exchange and get it discounted? So having and taking crypto or Troptions, Bitcoin Troptions, I like Bitcoin and Troptions because it puts us our name right next to Bitcoin, is really an advantage for a business to take that. And it's an advantage for each and every one of the Troption holders to do that. Like I said, today, if everybody that had Troption would sign up one or two businesses a week, it doesn't have to be a car dealership, it doesn't have to be a gym, it could be a barber, it could be um, a furniture store, it could be a dog groomer. In fact, we do have a dog groomer. It could be an attorney, it could be an accountant. But the more people that accept it, the better it is because we are creating our own ecosystem. Remember, what Garland said is, why buy the car when you can buy the dealership? And that's very, very important. The other benefits are is you're adding other opportunities for your businesses to be able to buy goods and services. Being able to take cryptocurrency, it puts you ahead of your competitors. The appreciation of Troptions continues to go up. We do marketing. We're really going to beef up the ecosystem on the Troptions website and on our Facebook pages so that we can help let people know because again, it benefits everybody that has Troptions to let people know in other cities, other states, where they can go to either buy, sell, or trade their Troptions. Very important. The ecosystem is easy to get involved in. You can go to troptionsexchange.com and hit the ecosystem to sign up. Once you sign up your business, one of us will get back with you. We have door plaques that you can put on your doors. So after we're done, if anybody needs some door plaques to put out, we accept Troptions. And again, one of the fears or misconceptions of what people think is they think the minute that they put that up there, they're just going to get all kinds of people that are going to come in. Hopefully now, Corey with the car dealership had 20 calls from people last week that would have never called him other than he started telling people that he's now accepting Troption. So he found 20 more people, whether they all bought or no bought or whatever, that he got phone calls for his business because he said, I'm accepting Troptions and Bitcoin. So there were a lot of people out there that did that, and that's going to continue to go up. Again, the minimum I like to do is 20%. Some people aren't really comfortable with that yet. They want to see how it kind of works out, and that's okay. Let's get them started. If it's a friend of yours, show them how to set their wallet up, show them how to do it, let them have these 7 videos that we've been doing that explain it, educate them, get them comfortable so that they can explain Troptions to people that come in. And then again, all of us need to join in as a network and a group and a team to promote each and every one of the people that are in our businesses, that are in our ecosystem. Um, you don't have to report to Troptions how much you got or how much Troptions you did or, what the minimums that you're taking. That's all you. Again, Troptions are yours. They're not run by a corporation. They're not told, we're not here to tell you what to do or what you can't do. Garland's made that real specific. And that's one of the reasons why I let the company go, because we decentralized Troptions. So it's alive, it's kicking, it continues to grow, it's taken on a life of its own. We're really here. I'm here is to help facilitate people that want to learn more about Troptions and be able to use Troptions and be able to do what I've done. There isn't anything that I'm telling you right now I haven't done. And I'm telling you from my experience, because I'll be honest, I've been very successful using Troptions. I got it the first time, well, not the first time, but the first couple weeks that Garland introduced it to me. I made it my mission because I wanted to invest in myself, and I saw a way of a vehicle that I could make money with and increase my net worth and increase the things that I do. So that's why I got involved in Troptions. There's zero cost for anybody that gets involved in the ecosystem. Again, it's free. Just go to the top of the website, go to ecosystem sign up, and there you have it. You can get your in the ecosystem real easy. Some of the businesses that are in Troptions ecosystem, we got Dealmaker, The Carve, Village Smoke, which is a smoke shop. You got the electric company. We got Uncle Papa, the Papa. He's on the phone. I forget exactly what the name of his um, CBD is, but he's in there. You got My Econ, Photo Ability. You got a trailer park. You got Santos Coffee, Sticker Status, Caballero Shoes, which is a shoe company that makes shoes. So, and then it goes on and on and on. So these are some of the, there's a variety. I just picked a couple real quick when I did this, but there's a lot of other ones. Some people have kind of dropped off, but so we're going to redo the list. We're going to shave it down, and then we're going to really get on it and promote the ecosystem. And like I say, everybody should join in with us to promote the ecosystem because it only benefits everybody that holds Troptions. Again, why should supporters support the ecosystem? The more places that take Troptions, the easier it is for you to trade them and sell them. And that's really important because a lot of the times, a lot of people, when you're getting ready to do a trade, they're going to say, well, where can I go with them? What can I do with them? Well, you can go to the farmer's market down here and use them. You could go to the car lot. You could use them. You can go get your hair cut. You can use them. You can go, maybe a lawyer and use them. You can do an accountant and use them. That's all stuff that helps you when you're negotiating to trade your Troptions for a vehicle or for a boat or whatever you're trading your Troptions for. So the ecosystem is very, very important. It's something that it just makes the value worth more to somebody that's going to accept it, because right now people are accepting cryptocurrency and Troptions on just because the buzz of cryptocurrency and what's going on with Bitcoin, and they're kind of curious. So if you say to somebody, talk to a guy from Bitcoin and say, how many places can I use Bitcoin? There are quite a few places, but I'll guarantee you they aren't going to tell you and they aren't going to know, because it's not really an ecosystem. It's just some businesses that will take it. It's hither and yon, hit and miss, because 90%, 87% of the people that have Bitcoin are institutional and they are holding it. They will not use it. They're not going to try to sell it. They're going to hold it and let the value go up and put it on its books. The problem is what everybody hasn't figured out. There's only 21 million Bitcoins that will ever be made. Once everybody holds these big numbers of Bitcoin, which they're doing, 100,000, 200,000, 300, people are buying them like this, billions of dollars at a time. Once they hold them and there's no circulation, guess what happens to Bitcoin? If there's no circulation, there's nothing behind it. There's not there. It has really no value other than right now the hype. That number is not going to stay up there. The number increases in the value of the Bitcoin or any cryptocurrency by usage. It creates by scarcity. It's created by algorithms. It's created by what's going on with the movement of what's going on amongst the wallets and on the exchange for Troptions. So all of those things play into value. So once Bitcoin is stopped and everybody, there is no more Bitcoin and nobody's using it, and it's just gonna, I personally think that's really where the problem with Bitcoin is going to be, because if there is no volume and there is no movement, I don't know how it can be worth anything. So that's just my opinion. Could be totally wrong, but that's just my opinion. By using your Troptions, of course, you're really saving money. especially with what's going on right now with Troptions as they started to go up. And I hope Bitcoin goes up to $500,000. I love what it's doing with Troption. It pulls us up too. Now you've seen some up and down. What normally happens if Bitcoin rises real hard, xchain.io will go down a little bit, but once it settles, it will come up again. So let Bitcoin keep on going and all these people keep on pushing it. In the meantime, as long as we are creating an ecosystem, a solid ecosystem that people can use their cryptocurrency, their Troptions. Troptions is always going to be around. We've been around for a long time. We're still here and we continue to grow. The 7 steps that everybody needs to know, that everybody really needs to understand, and I keep on kind of pounding on these. If you haven't heard the videos, I hope that I can explain it. You can get them from Jim. When we get done, we have one more. We'll put them out, and there will be all 7 in a row. So it will be a tool for you to use to uh, get people involved in Troptions, explain Troptions, let people understand Troptions, different, for whatever way that you need to use it. But again, strategy is number 1. You got to have a strategy. Number 2, you got to get involved. I'm getting so many texts and emails. Well, I don't know where to go to find out about Troptions. It's like, I can't understand. I mean, you pull it up on Google and there's 20 pages about Troptions. You go on Facebook and you put Troptions in search and there's 15 pages about Troptions. Some are different pages. Some there's Troptions marketing, there's Troptions trading, there's all different kinds of things about Troptions. So to say you don't know is crazy. Educate yourself. We all know that in order to be successful in making a deal, we need to educate ourselves and know exactly what we're talking about. And that one we talked about Troptions is a proof of fact and a proof of use coin. You can use it, and we have facts to back up it. So it's not something that we're talking about we're going to do. It's something that we already have done. And many of the people that are on this meeting tonight have experienced that themselves. The next thing is once you educate yourself, you need to know how to explain it to somebody so that you can get the details in and eliminate all their questions. Now, we talked about questions last week, getting the people to tell you what their fears, what their holdbacks are, what their questions are. You have to be able to explain it and be able to answer all their questions. So that's very important. Then how do I use my Troptions and how do I buy something? That's really important. So you want to, again, we talked about setting up wallets, showing them how to use their wallet, answering their questions, showing them moving from A to B, your wallet to their wallet. Is buy something, whether it's a car, whether it's, we started talking about, buy something small. Um, so that's really important. Then there's accepting it. That's the ecosystem that we're on right now. Being able to accept Troptions either as an ecosystem, a business yourself, or somebody that you know. It's not a hard thing. We're not saying stop everything you're doing and go and find out, and sign up businesses. I think it's a smart thing to do if you're out there and you're doing that, because again, you're only reinvesting in yourself and the Troptions that you hold. So if you want to know what you can do with your Troptions, how you can sell your Troptions, who can use it, this is what we're talking about right now. Make it where people can use it. The more people can use it, the easier it is for you to sell your Troptions or move your Troptions or trade your Troptions. It's just become easier, especially when people that are around town see little stickers on the door, just like you see the we accept American Express or Diner card or a Visa and MasterCard. You'll see a we accept Troptions sticker on their door. So that's a great thing for Troptions to get out there, to get the name out there, to get people interested, to get people asking questions. It's a great way for you to get people in your business that you may not have ever been able to see, that may touch your business from some other place in the country because they're a Troption holder and they need something. It's just a good thing to do to get involved. And then next week, we're going to talk about don't let no stop you. And that's going to be an interesting one because So many people, the first thing that they hear when they talk about Troptions is, well, I'm not interested. And they stop cold. They just let it die right there. Let me tell you something. I have done many, many of deals where no was told to me 4 times, and I ended up doing the deal and getting a great deal out of something using Troption. So don't let no stop you. Will be next week's, and that will finish the 7 series of the videos that we're doing now. Where do I look to find the businesses on the ecosystem? Of course, you look at troptionsexchange.com ecosystem directory. It's at the very top of the page. Over under ecosystem, you would, if you hit it, there's a tab that pulls down that says Troptions registration for new businesses. And then if you just hit Troptions ecosystem, it will bring up a list of different businesses that are on there right now. And that list is going to be updated. We were having some problems with it to take some businesses off and put some businesses on, but I believe that Sean got that worked out today. Supporting the ecosystem is really what this video was all about. It's something that everybody just needs to do. Again, you don't have to go out and knock on businesses. If you're in a business, ask them, hey, do you accept cryptocurrency? I'm involved in a cryptocurrency Troptions. It opens the door. It gets you a way to communicate with the business people. Some are going to say yes. Some are going to say, I don't know. Some are going to say no just because they don't know. So don't let the no stop you. Don't try to, like we talked about before, try to convince somebody. Get their email, send them some information, show them why it makes sense. And I think one of the good points that we tell them that it makes sense is because it sets them apart from everybody else in their business. And in business now, with businesses struggling and businesses going out of business, you need to have an edge to set yourself apart from everybody else. So as I end this video, it's if you're new and you're on here tonight for the first time, or you're just seeing this video for the first time, get back with the person that told you about Troptions so you can get started. Whether you're a business, whether you're an individual that wants to get involved in Troptions, get back to the person that told you about Troptions, ask them the questions that you need, and then get involved and start creating generational wealth for you and your family. And that is it.